Hey, but if you cannot satisfy as the man, figure it out. They got all types of stuff.
Please don't say nothing that she just said.
No, it's that CTE you got acting up. Yeah, let's talk.
They never ran out of soap. You want some hand sanitizer, but you're not washing your behind.
That's for sale.
Down, shaking together, shall men give unto your
You ain't pressing.
Just think to yourself, hey, might not even last. Maybe that'll make you feel better at night.
Who talking?
Got all types of stuff.
And that's my
Figure
final word.
What is up, everybody? Hopefully everybody's had an amazing week, and they are excited for the weekend. I know I am. Welcome to Sticks and Stones. For those who are just tuning in and just if this is your first time, welcome to the family conversation. If you've been here, well, sit down, get comfortable. I am Lee Scott. 3 letters, 2 of them are the same. I will be the humble host. And if y'all are looking for our normal cats that are supposed to be on here, I got stories for all of them, but I will not do that while they are not on here to defend themselves. So just know that I'm putting cases on all of them at a particular time. But I'm gracing the screen with my great friend, my guy, and he's going to introduce himself. Talk to the peoples, my guy.
So what's going on, everybody? You might see me on here once or twice. I'm Marco. Nothing special to the name. I ain't got no this or that. It's just Marco. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. If y'all watched when I was on here last time, my phone died, but this time it's fully charged, so we ready to go. we here.
Yeah. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. Talking about we ready to go. Watch. Like we get late in the show, you're like, hey, I'm gonna be right back. No, you can't do that. Can't do that. But all right, guys, appreciate you guys for joining in. We're gonna get right into the show. And last time we were live, Chips Ahoy, Almond Joy, Checker Boy Floyd did an amazing job talking about this topic. But I kind of wanted to readdress it with my guy. Hold on, let's stop this intro music because we need to get serious. Want to readdress this thing with my guy because I have some unpopular opinions, and if you haven't liked, if you haven't shared, if you have not, sent this video to your friends, now is the time. It definitely is the time to do it now, because we won't be coming back here at all. So, let's talk about this guy right here. Let's talk about him. Now, for those who don't know who this man is, his name is Thomas, and he happens to have a job playing the sport of ball of the foot, and he has had mild success, if you will, with that. The woman to his left, to his immediate left, would happen to be his wife. Her name is Giselle. Zell is what we call her affectionately, and they've been married since 2009. Been married since 2009, and they have kids together. I believe it's 3. Believe it's 3 kids. Mm-hmm. So yeah, they've been married. What happened in this scenario, in this relationship, if you will, is Tom thought he was ready to hang him up. Thought he was ready to hang up the cleats and be a family man, and just say that, hey, I don't need the sport no more. I'll just hang at home with you. And then 47 days after, 47 days after that, he had a come to Jesus moment and said that I think I need to do this one more time.
Yeah.
I got one more round in me. One more round. And she didn't like that, Marco.
Mm-mm.
She didn't like it. So the story, as you will, there is a source close to the couple that says that Tom Brady is hurting because she is driving the divorce. She's the one steering the divorce, and it's taking an emotional toll on him, and there's a lot of tension between the two because he went back to the sport that he said he was done with.
Right.
Now, I have an unpopular opinion about this, apparently, because when I talked to two people about it, they decided to tell me how wrong I was. Okay, but before I expose my unrighteousness to the people, I would like to hear from you, Marco, as a fellow married man. Right. What is your opinion?
So before we dive in, I just want to give honor to Thomas Brady. the outstanding career he has had. Two of those wins came against my team, the Rams. Won the Super Bowl, two Super Bowls. But I give honor where honor is due. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the guy, but I respect him. He's a great guy. And from what I see on social media, he's a great father. He attempts to be a great husband, and he's a great teammate. Now, with that being said, his decision to retire from the NFL made me like the happiest of one of the happiest guys that follow the game of football, because no longer have to deal with Thomas Brady making awesome fourth quarter comebacks against your squad. And one of those comebacks came last season, Rams versus Bucks, when he put up some points, and I was sitting on the edge of my seat because I'm like, man, he about to take the Rams out, but God showed up, right? Right.
God. But God.
So here we are. And I followed, I was watching, I'm like, he's retiring. I was in my head, I'm like, man, this not gonna last long. Tom Brady been doing this since 99. I'm like, that's the only thing he knows, so let's see. So when it happened, he retired. I'm like, cool. Like you said, 47 days later, that number 47. We got to remember that 47.
47.
Came back and said, you know what? April Fools, I'm coming back.
April Fools.
I got one more in me, and I got one more. So everybody's like, man, we knew it. We knew it. His teammates couldn't have been thrilled. More thrilled. His opposing opponents obviously didn't like that decision, and Gisele was one of those that didn't like that decision. Me just looking and just watching, being a bystander of the situation, I feel as though Tom Brady, if we break it down, she don't need his money. So if it was some financial, like I'm doing this to support my wife, she didn't need the money. So he could have stayed home, enjoyed the TB12 nutrition, all the perks, being on Hertz, rent a car, all the sponsorships that he has. He could have just enjoyed being a family man. But like you said, he had one more stint in him, and the way he treats his body and take care of his nutrition, the man could play till he about 50, honestly. But his decision to come back, to leave his family, leave his wife, and say, you know what, let's do this. My personal opinion, this is just me. I feel as though he didn't do anything wrong.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
Listen,
oh no!
Listen, if him and Gisele lived these past years, and it's been a great, from what we've seen, it's been okay. I don't know the details of their marriage, But from pictures and stuff, it seemed like they were a nice couple. They were getting along. You know, there wasn't nothing going on. His decision to come back and say, you know what, this is the game that I enjoy. I put my passion, my heart, my soul into the game. You go get your husband once I step off the field.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, look, he was telling her, look, I'm gonna be there for y'all, but I gotta get back to the game. I love the game. I love what I do. I've been doing this for years. You understand that the business side of this. You know, if she's a supermodel, well, retired supermodel. Thank you for the water. I appreciate it. We got somebody joining us.
Oh yeah, let's do it. Hold on. Before we talk, let's make the introductions. We got a party crasher because she wasn't at the beginning, but let's talk about it. Who are you? Who are you? Yes, you. Yes, you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer, also known as J-Lo. I'm this guy's wife. Amen. I'm not his roommate. We married. All right. No stacking. Okay.
Yes.
It's legal. But yeah, so I'm the wife of Brother Marco, and we're youth directors at GPC.
GPC. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm crashing the party.
Okay, let's do it. All right, so Marco was just telling us how men don't have to keep their words to their wives, and
Wait a minute.
That just got woo-hoo.
I came in just in time.
Me sweating like Jordan Field over here.
Yo, so finish what you were saying, Marco. Now that wasn't really what you were saying, but I was just making it. I was stretched. It was a real big stretch too. All right, let's talk about it.
So yeah, the subject we were talking about was Tom Brady and his decision to come back to the GOAT. She said it. So right here, he got this beautiful wife, and he made the rash decision to come back to play football after he retired, and promise his wife that he's going to spend some family time and be there for them. And then 47 days later, he came back. He said,
47 days.
I'm done with this. I need to go back to football. And I'm saying he wasn't like. He didn't make a bad choice. I said he didn't do anything wrong in my eyes, because what I was saying was she gonna get the husband Tom Brady, right?
Okay.
He just said he got one more win, one more round in him. Let's keep going. My body is good. I'm eating right. I'm eating clean. Eating healthy.
Okay.
Let's get back to it. Let's see if I can push out another championship.
Okay.
And I feel like the season only 16 games. He'll make it them 16 games. Then you get your husband. But throughout the season, let Tom be Tom. Let Tom go out here and be the GOAT. Let him try to win some more. I personally think like he's trying to make it to 100,000 passing yards. I just feel like he's trying to set records that no one else is going to be able to achieve. That's just me. So he's probably doing this to get a championship, but at the same time, he's trying to just build he's trying to surpass a gold jacket. He's trying to be on Mount Olympus when it comes to football guys. So, I mean, this is all he know. He know his wife, but they didn't get married until after he was playing the game. So she and him got married whilst he was in his career. So for him to go back to what he loved, it's his first love actually. Go back to what he loved doing. I feel like he made the move.
This is about to get interesting.
Do I support Thomas?
You support his move. You support his actions.
So when I started, I was like, I wanted Tom to retire because we got to face him. My team, we got to face him. So I wanted him to sit down, be old, and live.
That's personal. Life. That's your personal. That's you.
This is all personal.
Yeah, this off emotions. You want him to retire so he won't have to go against the rain.
Right. That's what it was.
Okay, they ain't got nothing to do. I need you to set that aside.
So for him to come back, I support his decision to get back to doing what he enjoyed doing. He's passionate about it. He enjoys the game of football.
Okay.
And it is what it is. Now, if it was basketball, I was like, dude, you stupid. You need to go ahead and retire. But it's football.
Okay.
I'm passionate about football.
I get it.
So if somebody offered me an opportunity to play, I'm leaving. I'm like, babe, I see you on the field. I'm going out there. So that's what it is. But yeah, so if you ask me, do I support his decision to leave his family to go back to the league? I ain't saying leave his family.
That's what it is,
Listen.
and that's how she probably see it. But that's your opinion? That's
so
how you feel?
I just support his decision to get back to
the
playing
game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that's me. That's my opinion.
All right. So we have noted what Marco said. Now, do we have one accord on this, J-Lo, or no?
So basically, let me get this straight.
Mhm.
He did retire.
He retired.
He did retire, and he did hang. Well, did he get a gold jacket?
It's not yet.
No.
He's going to get one.
But if he had stayed retired, he probably would have got a gold jacket
When that time came for him.
when it was time.
Yeah.
When they do the ceremonial stuff,
in Canton, Ohio.
he would have got a gold jacket.
He's getting.
He's getting one.
It's in there.
And he basically won them all, right? We called him the GOAT for a reason. I knew Tom Brady. He's probably one of the first football players I know because that's all y'all talked about. Brady, and he the GOAT. Let's go, that guy, right? Okay. So, if he retired and he promised his wife Giselle, who's a beautiful model. I heard she was a witch, but we ain't gonna go down there. That's a whole.
That's beside the point. Beside the point.
Okay.
It was here, so it was here.
Oh, okay, all right, but
Go ahead.
I'm gonna retract. Okay,
Mm.
so if he promised his wife that he's gonna retire, he's gonna spend. They got children.
3.
Yes.
Three children.
Mm-hmm.
Are they under the age of 12?
I believe 2 are.
Yeah.
I believe
Okay.
2 are.
Okay, so she wants the family. All right, he didn't want them all. There's nothing else you did it. Okay, your name is known. Okay, when you die off, we gonna remember your name. Okay, we gonna remember Tom Brady. All right, that's just how it goes. Now, if you turn around,
47 days later.
40, it wasn't even 50. It wasn't even an even number. That's already suspicious to me. If you turn around and say, I got one more game in me, and you break your promise, and you get back on this field, I would be mad. That's me as a wife, coming from you made a promise. I thought we was gonna, be with our children. You out here on this field again. That mean practices. That mean you playing, you traveling here and there. You want me to support you? I've been supporting you all this time. How about me? How about the family? And you turn around and you get back on this doggone field, get mad because you lost the game, or you done whatever.
Throwing tablets on the sideline.
That's unnecessary. So now I'm gonna feel the type of way. Now, is this leading to their divorce? Is that
This apparently from a source? It was the breaking point of when Giselle started living in another place, and there was a hiring of divorce lawyer.
Okay, see, this is deeper. I feel like him retiring was going to save the marriage then. So she probably was happy, you know what? This can work. We can work this out. Now that you're home, we can connect more. You can connect more with your children and all that type of stuff. So I'm happy. I'm willing to make this work. But you feel like the game is more important? This leather is it leather? Is that football leather? Pigskin? Whatever it is, you think that's more important? And then what it sucks is if you lose this year, then I'll be really mad. You got on here and play this game and you lost. You didn't win nothing. You a loser. Or you lost twice this year. You lost me, and you lost your family, and you lost this game. So I'm behind Giselle. I will be upset because this game ain't that serious. You did enough. We thank you for your service.
He's trying to
but he feel
stats.
like Michael Jackson.
Making a comeback.
He feel like don't stop till you get enough. And I feel like you had enough, sir. That enough. So I don't support Brady. I feel like he's a great athlete, but you failing in life when it comes to your family. That you need to check yourself.
How much more affection he got to show his son?
It ain't got
He
nothing.
kissed his son
it
with
ain't
the
got-
lips. That's enough, right there. 20-year-old son. Look, I
Was he
love
doing?
you, son. I'm gonna always be there for you, but Dad gotta go.
Is he Italian?
No, he's not 20. He's just.
Bro, I'm about to say, listen, I just don't support it, Lee. It's not cool. It's hurtful. If I was in her shoes, I wouldn't. If this was what led to the divorce, I'm not mad at her.
I'm pretty sure it was more.
I mean, you don't know what he doing out there on these roads. He could be out. He can get any woman he want because he the GOAT. Okay, and she said she tired of it. She want her husband to come home. I'm trying to carry your kids and taking care of them by myself.
Girl.
Giselle,
Okay.
I'm behind you 100%, girl. We're gonna stick
All right.
together. Us
So-
girls.
So let's bring some context into this before I bring the deciding vote of the Sticks and Stones panel. Marco has said he doesn't think Tom did anything wrong. Jen said she is sticking with us girls, and backing Giselle. Let's put some context on this. First and foremost, you said Giselle's at home with the kids. Slight reach because Giselle has just as busy a schedule as Tom. She was a retired model, but she has plenty of it. But she has a lot of business practices that keep her time. And also, I believe that they have 2 or 3 nannies that are assigned to the kids. So she's at home sometimes. She with the kids, often not. But let's get to the whole choosing the sport over your family. I tried once to break this down. I'm gonna try my best to do this. Tom Brady has been playing the sport of football ever since he was 8 years old. That man is 11 years old. All right, he's got some dust on his birth certificate. Most of his life he's been playing the sport of football, and I would say, dare I say, that Giselle would not care who he was if he wasn't Tom Brady, if not for the sport of football. The sport of football is what afforded him to get that family, to have the kids that he had, to have the wife that he has. So asking him to give up something that was paved the way for him to have the standard of living, to support his family the way that it has, and after he's done, he has a $375 million commentary deal just waiting because of how he played the sport. So telling him to give up that thing that caused him to like, you wouldn't know who Tom Brady was if he wasn't good at throwing a ball. You wouldn't know. He ain't that cute. He ain't he ain't built like Adonis. He's not overly athletic. He's not, he's not charming. And dare I say, sometimes he has a temper tantrum. He has a temper, and we see that all the time. So he's not the best in terms of charisma, but because he can throw a ball good, and he's won, he's the GOAT. And ain't no arguments about it. He is the GOAT.
Yeah.
But every single GOAT of whatever sport you want to name, in order to become the GOAT, they had to sacrifice some sense of normalcy. All right? Go through all of history. Look at all the GOATs. Let's go to my favorite sport, basketball. Michael Jordan. All right? Michael Jordan. Amazing basketball player. At his Hall of Fame speech, he still was taking shots at his high school coach that cut him sophomore year. The man is a billionaire. Has done more for the sport than most anybody.
Yeah.
And he's still taking shots at a high school retired coach that cut him 30 years ago.
Right.
Not normal. Not normal at all. But that is what he had to sacrifice that normal to have that edge in his mind so we can call him the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever sport you want, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods. He definitely has screws loose. But that caused him to be the greatest golfer of all time.
Right.
So we can't laud his accomplishments, laud him as a football player, which everybody does. Everybody calls him the GOAT. Jen, you called him the GOAT. You saying, oh, he's the greatest of all time. Okay, cool. But with that greatest comes a sacrifice. He's not going to be normal ever again. He'll never be normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's always going to be thinking about something. And in this twilight of his career, like, he doesn't get to have a Michael Jordan moment where he comes back for the Washington Wizards. He doesn't get that. He don't get the oh, well, I can just come back. No, he don't get that. Mm-hmm. So when he says he's done, he's done. He's done. It ain't no coming back. Like, this sport will not allow you to come back after 2 or 3 years.
No.
It won't. So I believe that when he said he was going to give up the sport, he didn't understand what he was giving up. He didn't understand it. Now, that's his fault. It is his fault that he didn't understand it. However, for somebody that's been rocking with him for so long, that's been standing by his side, y'all got married in 2009. All right, it's 2022 right now. So by my calculations, that's 13 years, which means if he loved football and he loved you, football got about 27 years on you. All right. Just being honest. And you would want the guy, well, he should be picking his family, and he should be picking his kids, and he should be picking his wife. Well, I mean, again, like I said, without football, none of those things are possible.
Right.
Without football, I wouldn't have the kids. I wouldn't have the wife.
Yeah.
So asking me to give this thing up that I've identified as for so long, what are you going to call me now? It's not the GOAT. I mean, you're going to call me like the sports commentator, Tom Brady? You're going to call me what should I be known as? And I think that identity crisis is what forced him to come back, because he didn't know who he was without the sport.
Yeah.
Now, Giselle, I do believe that there was problems in the marriage before this.
Right.
I do believe that. I don't think that this was the only thing.
Yeah.
But if this was the pressure, like, hey, I have to retire to save my marriage, I think that's unfair pressure to be put on one decision, and then all this coming out on the back end saying that hiring of divorce lawyers, and him cursing out his old line saying I didn't leave my wife and kids to lose to Kenny Pickett. Like, all these things are just pressure that are ultimately horrible for the relationship, because there's no coming back from that. Like, there's no coming back. None. So while Jen is, supporting Giselle, which to a certain degree, I understand her hurt. I understand, like, her logic. But I think the same vows that you took in 2009 when you said for better or worse, it needs to supersede whatever this is, if you're going to use this as the excuse of why you're getting divorced. Right. Oh, because he went back and he chose the sport over me. No, he didn't. Right. He had an identity crisis, which most men at that age have. It's called a midlife crisis, only he's the GOAT. So he's having an identity crisis on top of a midlife crisis. And really, you should be there for him in the crisis. Yeah. But you separated yourself and said, well, he's not doing this. And now, what's his support now? What's his support? He is genuinely a different person without his wife. And she knows that. And so now he suffers just because of your rage, your wrath. And I don't think that's right. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I got Rodney on here. He says if he became a sportscaster, time away would still be a problem. Well, I agree with that, Brother Bearfield. I agree with that. It still would be a problem. There is no besides him giving them not doing nothing and spending all the time with the kids, and her giving up everything and spending all the time with the kids.
Yeah.
I mean, you still got the same problem.
Yeah.
And it might have been worse because whatever problems that you had while y'all was away, you probably got more of them problems when you get together.
Right.
You know, probably time away saved your marriage for 13 years. If you would have been locked in the house with each other, divorce rate went up with the pandemic.
That's
all right.
It did.
Divorce rate went up. When you got to stay at home and look these people in the face, then it's be like, you know what? This ain't working out. You know, so, hey, here's what it is.
Hey.
But we say, but saying that you will give up football and then renege, that's bad. Your wife should be till death do us part, not football. Well, Brother Elkins, I don't recall, you know, him saying that football is more important than his wife.
Right.
However, I think this is the wife's call. This is the wife's call of saying that, you know, I would rather him do one thing than another, which is manipulation. And well, no, Jen talked about the witchcraft. We're not gonna go that route. But hey, you didn't mind it when it was working for you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. But whatever. So
because if you walk away and just become Thomas Brady, ain't nobody. She probably not gonna like Thomas. She loves Thomas.
What type of white bread name is Thomas anyway? Like, what type of name is the? Oh, hey, come meet Thomas. Thomas. Like, what is this?
Thomas was the guy that shot Coco on Pocahontas.
Oh my God. You can't trust the Thomas.
You can't trust so she should have known something in the beginning.
Yeah. But what he was dealing with, it goes deeper, and that's one of them. What they made a move is, you know, we don't know. That man probably dealing with concussions we don't know about, and being on the field is keeping his sanity. Like being on that football field is keeping his sanity. Like he know what he got to go back to if he go back home to Giselle and those kids.
That's what I was finna say. Somebody just said something about counseling. I felt like they should have went to counseling as well. If he retired and he was having this midlife crisis like you spoke of earlier, then I believe if he didn't know who he was, and that's common. You played something all your life, you did this all your life, now you done. And it's like, what? Who am I? Type of thing. Okay, well, let's go get counseling. Let's go get help. Let's figure out who Thomas is outside of the, football. And he probably couldn't figure it out. And she was willing to work with him. And he said,
for 47 days.
47
days he went to counseling.
Every single day.
And he just could not get it. He was like, look, I wake up and I out of a cold sweat, and I had a dream I was on the field and I won another, what is it? Is it a Super Bowl championship? That he felt like, he said, I got it. It's in my spirit. I got to play again.
He felt it.
He felt his health. He quickened. I understand that. But those days are over. You made you said you retired. You can't do it. You said this though. You said he ain't gonna stay retired.
Everybody knew Tom. Because look at it like this. Like sports analytics, look at it like this. Being a quarterback is probably a quarterback and a kicker is probably the only position you can play until you're about 50 years old. If you got a great offensive lineman, you can play and throw that ball until your bones give out.
How old is
If you got a good leg,
he's 44 years old.
The oldest right now.
He the oldest?
The oldest playing the game of football.
Look.
And so he felt like Lee stated earlier, if you walk away from the game of football, in 6 months, you're not, unless you're recovering from an ACL injury or a massive injury, you're not coming back and stepping on the field being as elite as you once were. So whilst Tom Brady said, you know what, I feel like I can go the distance. I've been eating right. I'm on this meal plan. My body is prepared for war. Let me get back out here on the battlefield. The Bible said young men are for war. Tom
He's
still young. 45 is still young.
For Giselle, I need to know the why. It got to be more than I got to win another one. It has to be more than that. It has, because how many has he won?
He's won 7 championships.
It has to be more than that. I need to win and know. It got to be something deeper. What is it you looking for? What do you want? What is it? If you tell me, all right, it's just because I want to win again, I don't want to hear that. You won it. You was on the highest of high. You had that already. Why are you back on this field? What's going on here? And at this, I'm gonna keep that to myself. I was gonna say something, but
say something then. Say something. No, say it. Say it. Say what you was gonna say.
No.
Say what you was gonna say.
I ain't even gonna go that route because Giselle want me to go that route, and I'm not gonna do it. She want me to, but and I'm not gonna do it. All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. We have to come together. Now I did weigh out what you said though, Lee. I thought that was deep too, because them being together could all that conflict. You don't know what's going on. She couldn't wait for him to retire because I'm gonna go up on you. He probably couldn't wait. It was no solid. He didn't come home and I'm so happy you home. It probably came with stuff being thrown. This woo. And he probably couldn't take it.
He probably came home to one of his Maseratis being burnt up. The windows being busted out the car. So we don't know. I mean, she barely speaking good English, so
my God. All right. I mean, yo, I'm done. But look, all I'm saying, I agree with you, J-Lo. I agree with you. Like there could have been things that he's coming back home to. All homes are not happy. Okay.
That's right.
So, there could have been something that he's coming back to. It's like, you know what? I felt more at peace while I had 300-pound men running at me than when I went home with this woman. And she's like, so now it becomes an indictment, right? It becomes an indictment. Well, he picked this over me, or he picked this over us, when it's not really about that. I think that there could have been some I think what did Bearfield say? Counseling? Yes, counseling should have been an option. But at a certain point in time, when you get past all that and you get to the point of no return, there's no action or inaction that's going to save the relationship. Okay.
Right. Yep.
There's nothing like, oh well, he retired, so we're going to be okay. No, that's not going to happen. So yeah, I agree. Well, Sister Elkin says, let us acknowledge that being married, ordained by God, is yet at the least challenging at times for the best of us. I agree. I mean, look, marriage is for adults, and even though the thing on your birth certificate, the ink on your birth certificate may suggest that you are indeed that of which an adult. Sometimes it's not the case. Right. Marriage grows you up really, really fast. And sometimes people are not ready. They rush into it. I'm weary of all celebrity relationships. Let's get that out of the way. All these celebrity relationships, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. And I don't throw nobody, okay? So, I don't like it. It could be all for show for the rest of us. Like, I was watching this thing. Now, I don't recommend anybody on here that's under the age of 18. If you're under the age of 18, don't watch this. But if you are, there's this thing on YouTube right now that they call Cancel Court. Right? Have y'all seen Cancel Court?
I have not.
All right. Well, I'll send y'all a link afterwards. But they was doing this thing. They was doing this because of course this is cancel culture right now, and then they deliberate like an actual courtroom who they will and will not cancel as a culture, right? And it's a bunch of comedians. It's hilarious. I say don't watch it if you're under 18 because the language that they have does not represent this platform or what we believe. However, the thoughts in which that they are trying to convey in terms of what they will and won't cancel is thought-provoking to me. So we were just talking about marriage and talking about celebrity relationships, and they were deliberating whether or not to cancel Jada Pinkett because of what was going down recently. Now, y'all were not on the show when the slap happened. Y'all were not on the show. We we had a very, very interesting show when that went down. And first and foremost, before I blindside you, like do a switch to what I wanted to talk about when you came on, J-Lo. I'm gonna do this because we're talking about the marriage thing. Now, if y'all are out at an event, and if Marco stands up to slap somebody for talking about you, right? This is a multiple choice question.
Okay.
Would you A, sit there? Would you B, try to stop him? Would you C, leave? Or D, a combination of the above?
If I know what you're gonna choose. If I know you.
Well, please let me know.
No. This answer. You cannot answer for her. This is not an answer for you. You cannot answer for her. She has to answer for herself. All right. What would you do?
I believe I can't remember if it was B or C, but whatever option that says try to stop them, that's yeah. I'm all for non-violence. There's better ways to handle situations. So I would, especially because this guy, if he slaps somebody, they probably gonna be dead. Amen. I don't want him to kill nobody. I want to see my husband at home. Amen. So we don't need no assaults going on around here. So no, I'm gonna stop him.
You gonna stop him? Okay. So what ways would you try to, like, would you just grab him and hold on to him? Would you whisper his ear? What's the way to stop Marco from slapping somebody?
The best way to stop Marco, in my opinion, is to tackle him.
How?
I'm just gonna tackle you.
How?
Best way I can.
How?
Use all my strength. Because I can say, babe, don't. But if you are already enraged, then there's no way you're gonna hear me saying, babe, stop, because you see red. However, I seen football good enough to run and hit them legs, because you're gonna go down. So I'd rather attack my husband than him attack somebody else. Like, babe, that was unnecessary. Don't let nobody get you out of character. And this is definitely not your character, and it's looking bad on the Peyton household. Amen. We trying to have a legacy. All right. And look, I'm all about family crest and keeping up the family. All right. You're not finna sit here and slap somebody. And then everybody like, oh yeah, he should never did that. And I'm sitting there like, see there. Was that really the right thing to do?
I got a question though, Lee. So when it comes to that, that happened months ago. But when it comes to that situation, the way he approached Chris, I mean, the world didn't know what was about to happen. I didn't
know what was going to happen.
We assumed, as being a comedian, or not even a comedian, but just a comical guy, he's probably going to go up stage and maybe say a joke or tell a joke. So in that situation, if let's say it was you and I, and you saw me just getting up randomly, would you still try to stop? Or not knowing what's going on?
See, I believe Jada knew what he was gonna do. I don't care what nobody says. She knew because she gave him the look, and his demeanor changed. Like, oh, I'm finna go set this nigga straight. I don't know if I can say that word, but that's what he did. And so he went up there to do what he was supposed to do. But if I've been with my husband for a long time, if I know, okay, this is it, I think I know my husband well enough to know he finna put some paws on somebody. And I would have ran up there so fast in my $5,000 dress, because I know it costs money. And I would have tackled him. I would have tackled him so fast, like, nope. And they would have been like, what's wrong with her? I'm like, because I know my husband. I know what he's finna do. And that's uncalled for. So that's, I'm just saying. I know let's just say I knew what she was going to do. I'm stopping you. Period. Got you. Yeah.
I think, first off, Marco, what you said, yes, for everyone else, that's valid. Before a wife, no. Before a wife, no. Because, and I'm just going, like, from my experience, my wife understands my moanings and groanings. Like, she understands, like, when I'm upset, or when I'm when I'm silent, when I'm, to myself, like, she understands that stuff, and she'll feel it before I respond. So sometimes, you know, something will happen, some external stimuli, and she will squeeze me before I get the chance to handle the situation. All right, she will squeeze me, and I'm like, "Yo, first off, all right, get your hands off me, cause get your hands off me, cause I'm upset, and I feel like there's some things that I need to respond to." But she's correct. Though, like, you know, as a wife, you should know your husband enough where, like, I'm not gonna let him do something that could potentially, you know, harm his legacy, especially on that day. Like, that day was supposed to be about him, right?
I couldn't even like watch the movie. Like, I wanted to, like,
You didn't watch the Serena Williams movie?
No, I did not, because I couldn't see past. I'm like, what? Like, what is this man going through? That
Coming soon to a theaters New Year. Slap her.
I couldn't even rejoice for him. I'm like, this is your first Oscar. We all know, like,
Yeah, we wanted him to get an Oscar for years, man.
Like you deserve this should be his fifth Oscar. He made so many great movies, and when they called his name, I was just sitting there like, I'm not gonna stand up and clap for you. You just slapped this man. You assaulted this man on TV. I said, oh no, I can't even watch the movie yet. So y'all pray for me. I know it's good because he got an Oscar, but I just can't even. I'm still praying for him.
I'm glad I watched it before. Was
it good though?
It was good. It was good. I, again, because I'm a sports guy, I wanted more Serena in the movie. It was more about Venus. It was more about Venus's ascension than Serena's ascension.
Wow.
So,
that would make sense though, in a way.
Because I mean, it was their. They were the executive producers of the movie, and Serena has been outward about how Venus is her hero, right?
Yeah.
So it was about her two heroes, her father and her big sister. But me, I'm like, yo, no. Now Venus was okay, but Serena though, Serena was like Venus was beating people, but Serena was dragging them. Like, she was dragging them all up and down the court. I need to see all that. But I agree. So now that we're talking about movies, I got something to show you. I have a surprise for you, J-Lo. Yes, you. I have a surprise for you. Are you ready for your surprise?
I'm ready for my surprise.
You ready about your surprise? All right. Well, here it is.
People are outraged because the Little Mermaid is black now.
I've heard that, yeah.
You know, and that's not good.
It is what it is.
Because we could do exactly what you could do. You know, Little Mermaid is black. You know, plus she ain't even gonna be swimming. She just got her hair done. I ain't swimming.
That's a good one.
What she is gonna be doing, she gonna be sitting on a rock arguing with Aquaman over child support.
So for context, for everybody else that doesn't know, the first time that I saw J-Lo, she was upset at me, came at me sideways because we talked about the Little Mermaid and we did not include her. And you know what? That video was a formal apology to you, J-Lo. I apologize. You have your say right now about the Little Mermaid, coming to theaters near you, May 2023. The floor is yours.
Oh, let me tell you something. I'm going to start here, okay? All right. As a child, my favorite Disney princess was the Little Mermaid. Because, first of all, she's a mermaid. I don't know one female who don't want to be a mermaid. You straight swimming in water, and you got a voice. Let's just start there, okay? The Little Mermaid is beautiful. I didn't care as a child if she was black, white, Asian, Hispanic. I didn't care. It's a mermaid, okay? That's dope to me. Let's start there, okay? So she's my top favorite. Probably my number one, okay? Then Pocahontas. But that's beside us. Okay, anyway. So when I saw that they announced back in like 2020 or 19 that Halle was going to be playing the Little Mermaid, my soul leaped. Okay, and not a lot of things sleep my soul, but that right there really touched my heart because I heard her singing, and the first thing I thought was Little Mermaid. I'm like, dude, she sounds like Ariel. Like her voice is so beautiful. It's a beautiful voice. I was like, she should be Little Mermaid. I didn't even care if because she's black. I was just like, she should be it because she has the voice. That's what Ariel was known for, her voice. So she need to be Little Mermaid. When I saw that the directors picked this beautiful black girl with locks, baby, to be Ariel, I said, I'll be the first one at that theater with red hair and a seashell bra.
Not if you my wife.
Well, it might be the shirt. You know, the shirt you put over and it look like you got. I'm a word because
you talking about slapping. Oh, his coat.
But I'm all for it. I'm all for that. Now, who's that guy? The comedian
Tracy Morgan.
Now, did he almost lose his life? Okay, so
yeah, a few times.
Right, see there. Now we thank God for your healing, but that was unnecessary. See,
you got that. Tracy Morgan is.
He look. It's
some.
He got hit by the car, right? Is that what it was? One of those.
Tracy just always.
He always been off before. Okay, but for him to say something like that. I'm tired of all the racist comments about child support, chicken under the sea, all that stuff. We're gonna stop it here, okay? Let her be great, because when this movie come out, I'm gonna be sitting there looking at everybody's face like, and did she sing that? Period. Okay, she sung it. She sung it, and I'm just excited about it. I don't know what's wrong with him, but he should be the last one because he know how hard it is for us to get on screen. If we got on screen and we a mermaid, I'm tired of people. I'm tired of it. So I believe you said you didn't support. Is that correct?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say I didn't support.
He said that.
I didn't say that.
He said, I don't care about this black mermaid.
That's not what I said.
How dare you?
That's not what I said.
Daughter who want to be a mermaid.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, that's what he said to me. He said he protested right now. He want a white Ariel, and y'all don't y'all dare believe anything he about to say.
It's a white Ariel.
He wants the white one. We all for the black girl. It don't even matter what color. I'm here for the voice, but she just happened to be black, and I believe that's a cherry on top, a black cherry on top. Amen.
That's pretty old.
So what I said was I did not like the trailer. That's what I said.
It was a sneak peek.
Yeah, it was. It was. And
that's small.
Yeah. No, but see that small thing, like I okay, guys. I'm a movie guy. All right. I'm a movie guy. I watch movies. Like I remember movies. Like my favorite movie, I haven't seen in like 10 years, and I can go line by line, like what everything, like who said what they were doing, what they were wearing, I'm a movie guy. My degree. Favorite? What's my favorite movie?
Yeah.
Remember the Titans.
Ooh. Okay, that says a lot. Okay, we're here. We're here.
That says a lot. Are you guys fans of that movie?
Absolutely.
I love that movie.
You love that movie? Okay, well then we can vibe then. We can vibe.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a second chance. Go ahead.
Second chance with what? Like I didn't say anything.
Go ahead and say what you said about Little Mermaid then.
I said that I did not like the trailer. How they did, because I think that they led with race instead of leading with story. Now here's the problem. Like, it's okay if you lead with race if that's the best thing you got going for you. But The Little Mermaid is an actually good story, right? It's a good story that can stand on its own too. You don't really need to lean on any other particulars in order to get people into the box office. If you would have made a white Ariel, still people would have bought it out because people like the story of Little Mermaid.
Right.
But now, like, the only thing that they showed, like they were showing the ocean in the trailer, and the only thing that you saw was at the end. You saw like she started singing "Under the Sea," like her like looking up to the surface, and graphics look good, man. It looks good. So it shows her hair, so like she looks good. That's
Go
tough.
ahead and finish.
That's
please, 'cause I ain't
tough.
got- He about to put himself on the couch.
I'm just saying. The sneak peek
Okay, they
graphics
not
was
gonna show you all that. Oh, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
So-
you saw
so-
it then.
I saw that and I'm like, you know what? It looks good, right? But what you could have done, that you could have shot that trailer in a million different ways. And the fact that she's black wouldn't have been the prevailing message in it. It wouldn't have been like, oh, look at her skin. Oh, look at who she is. Oh, look at how she looks. And it could have been like, yo, this looks really, really good. This looks like a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Because story is the most important thing to me.
Yes.
If you lead with anything else, I'm hesitant to buy into the movie because I think that you're compensating for a bad story. Disney has been like doing this for about 2.5 years now, where they give you trailers that are, you know, they're all they're doing is you know, tailoring their message to a certain group of people, and they're selling the movie without actually, you know, putting the time in to make a good movie, right? You just put it in front of us, and it could have been a lot better if this wasn't put in front of our face, like, you know, at the beginning of it. So because Disney has been doing that, I'm hesitant. Like even now, our movie Wakanda Forever, I am so scared. I'm so scared. Now,
Why?
shameless plug. All right, if you're in the St. Louis area and you're not going on opening night, shame on you. All right, shame on you, because this is a cultural event, and we have rented out a theater. If you need tickets, hit me up. All right, I'll send you the link. But like, I am so scared that Disney is going to put this non sequitur messaging in there just to prove how woke they are, or how good that, like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. So I'm hopeful, but I'm hesitant. Same way with Little Mermaid.
Okay, and I respect that. Now, this is my question for you. Do you believe if they had changed the trailer, because I feel like this was just a sneak peek trailer, but like you said, by them doing this sneak peek, they showed, they like brought eyes to the fact that Ariel is black, which I believe it was a message in there.
Yeah.
Do you believe if they had changed the trailer and showed the storyline of it, that it would have came off different, or it still wouldn't matter because she black?
To some, it wouldn't matter because she's black. To some. But to others, like, I mean, again, I'm a really, really small niche of the population. But, like, to me, if you would have just shown the story, like, yo, the inciting moments of her losing her voice, the inciting moments of... No, it's not too soon. It's not too soon. Because we already know the story of Little Mermaid. We already know it.
Not the children, though. It's too soon.
Yes, they do. These kids,
know.
in order to prepare for this Little Mermaid, they don't go watch the cartoon. And you know what the cartoon's gonna like? They're gonna see Ursula, and they're gonna see King Triton, and they're gonna see all these things that are in the original storyline. And what you could have shown was, you know, those moments of like, hey, this looks like a really, really good movie.
But it's too soon. Oh, because look, I know what you mean though. But you know how every movie they show like just a snippet, and then like later on, like in December, they're gonna show like a full little trailer, little thingy thing. I think they just wanted to give us a taste now. You're not gonna sit here and say that ain't nobody gonna support it because
I didn't say that.
this girl was black. Let me
I
tell
didn't say that.
I think it's still gonna be okay. Now I do agree with you when it comes to this Wakanda Forever as well. I feel like there's something. I looked at the trailer. And I already know I'm gonna be crying, so I'm bringing tissue because the king is died.
Yeah.
Okay. So we gonna cry. We gonna go cry together. Now, when I was looking at the trailer, I was a little like, what is going on? I didn't because we see mermaids. It was mermaids in there, wasn't it?
But why was you confused?
Because it was people under the sea.
People that you didn't know.
I guess that I was unfamiliar with people on this.
It's just new characters.
I was looking for Ariel. I was. I said she gonna pop up because we under the water now.
And we in Wakanda.
And you never know. So I was just like, what's going on now? In all Marvel movies, even if I don't like my favorite Marvel, it's Ultron. Okay, it was just so good to me. But we're looking at the trailer, you can say, oh, okay, this is the villain. He crazy. We don't know what's going on, how this is gonna happen, and I can follow it. So when I go to the movies, I know where to pinpoint stuff. But with the trailer, I was just kind of like,
really?
I just couldn't get it, and I don't know if I'm ready for it because I didn't understand what was going on. But it looked like good graphics. I'm
gonna have to break the trailer down to you.
You probably. I don't like stuff broken down. I like to go right in and look at it as a person who don't know nothing about it, and that's something I like about Marvel. You don't have to know nothing about the comics, but you sit there watch that movie and you be like, you know what? Somebody anointed in the writing office.
I don't see how you was lost.
But anyway,
I agree. They were anointed. They need to go back to the throne because they've been messing up these movies lately.
They messed up the movies for you.
What? J-Lo, you done seen these new ones? You seen these new ones?
I ain't gonna lie, Thor was kind of.
Thor.
Doctor Strange 2 was.
Thor really disappointed me a lot. Actually, it was very disappointing.
I was so heated. That was one of my AMC A-list movies, which means I don't pay nothing, and I wanted my money back. Like it was so bad that I'm looking at this thing like I know for a fact Marvel didn't spend $200 million on this trash.
They did.
T-Rash. Like it was bad, man. Like oh my gosh. Like, where do you start? You know what?
For greatness.
It was a good You know what? I am not in the business of fixing movies, even though I can, but I'm not in the business of it. But for this I'll make an exception. First and foremost, okay, if you want to give people new powers now Thor has the power to give other people his powers, and they gave him to these little bad kids running around from his home planet, Asgard. These new Asgardians, these bad Asgardians, and then they going out and doing all this stuff, right? And and all the while, like, you don't even see what it is that you're fighting. Like, I didn't see Gore butcher any gods. Why? Like, he's the god butcher, and I didn't see him butcher any gods. And he was the best thing in your movie. Like, he was the best part of your movie. Everything else was so at best.
They missed it.
At best. The comedy was too over the top. There was never a serious moment. Never a serious moment. And you should have serious moments with these type of stakes. Hey, you know, they took all the kids. Oh, let's make a joke about it.
Right.
Well,
I was like, wait, what?
It's now the time, really? It's now the time to do that? The girl is dying of cancer. Let's make a joke about it. Oh. Really? Like, let's think about this. Can we not do that, please? And then they made Olympus such a joke. Like, you know, all these guys having an orgy. You know what? I'm done. Like, y'all are tripping talking about, like, and it could have been dope if you made Olympus anything else. Like, yo, First off, let's introduce some nuance in this story, okay? The gods are not responding. Why? Not because they're too busy being, being promiscuous and all that type of stuff.
Right.
Maybe they tired of us, period, because we ungrateful.
Yeah.
And maybe they tired of us because they save us over and over again, and we keep doing the same stuff. We will never learn, and they're tired of it. Maybe that's why they're not responding. Oh, well, you can't let God. You can't let the earth. But the earth is killing themselves.
Right.
So that would have been a good storyline for Olympus. Make Olympus like the Wild Wild West,
Bruh.
and make it like, yo, you got to go find what's his name?
Zeus.
What's his name? Zeus. You got to go find Zeus.
They could have took a Kratos approach to it, and
Exactly.
so dope.
This was the only movie where Marvel always have you at the edge of the seat, like how they gonna save, how they gonna do this, like what they gonna do. I was literally just sitting back like they gonna fix it, but it wasn't even exciting. Like my heart was pounding, like, oh my God, somebody gotta die or some. It was nothing like that. I was just sitting there like, this is not good. There was nothing good about the movie. Nothing.
Right, and then like at the end, you know what? And for those who haven't watched it, I don't care. I'm spoiling it for you. It don't matter. Like it don't matter. Like you can go watch it on Disney Plus at any time. It ain't even worth it. But whatever it is, I'm spoiling it for you. And the person that dies, you don't really care about. Like you don't really care. You just brought her back this movie. You just brought her back this movie, and now you killed her. Oh well, I mean she wasn't in the last two, so we were okay back then. Why would we care now? And now like the whole character development is that Thor is now somehow from this experience ready to be a father.
Right.
How did that happen? Like how did we get from the beginning to the end? Like it makes no sense. But like it was really bad. It could have been fixed. The Kratos approach, I would have liked that. And I would have liked, because then you actually have a storyline where like now you got Hercules coming after Thanos. Like you got Hercules. Like what? Why? Why would Hercules come after?
And he whacked.
Right. He don't even look like he can fight. Like, he don't even look like it looked like Thor would probably backslap him back to wherever he came from. And there is no intrigue with the storyline that they put in front of us. So that being said, because they put that in front of us and they put Doctor Strange, which was a whole nother mess, like they put that in front of us. Now the next thing down the pike is Wakanda Forever. Now, look. I do not get emotional very, very often, but I am emotionally invested in this movie. Like even I think it was 2018 or 2019 when it came out, when the first one came out.
Yeah.
Like I was so like happy. I wanted to go see it like 3 times within the opening weekend. I went first with my wife. We went like by ourselves, and then we went with our church group, and then I think I went by myself, right? Maybe it wasn't by myself. Maybe I took my wife again, but like just the pride associated with that event, like caused me to go multiple times, right? If y'all mess this up for me, I'm talking to Disney specifically. If you mess this up for me, now I have been a Disney Vacation Club member for all of my life. All right, I have supported you when you've made questionable calls. I've supported you when you did stuff you wasn't supposed to. I have supported you even through this whole woke movement and you putting LGBTQ plus stuff in movies. All right, I have supported you. But if you mess up,
Kevin Feige.
Wakanda Forever, there's no coming back from this. There's no coming back from this. We are taking a break. All right, we are separating, just like Giselle said to Tom.
We can cancel Disney because y'all didn't.
We can cancel. Hey, I can't cancel it all the way,
Yeah.
but you definitely gonna get a strong. You definitely gonna get a strong timeout. Okay, because a strong timeout. I can't do it. I can't do it.
If Ryan Coogler,
he wrote it?
he directed.
He directed
Same as he did the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same as he was with Creed.
Mm-hmm.
If Ryan Coogler knows anything about cancel culture and the past couple years, he can't afford to let this one slip through the hand. He can't afford to let this
it's too big. It's too big, yo. You too big. And I don't like the pressure that Disney has put on Ryan because y'all done put out these two stinkers. You know, put out these two stinkers with Thor and Doctor Strange, and now we looking at y'all with the side eye. Like, is this really what we doing now, Marvel? Is this really what we doing? We coming from Captain America and Iron Man to this mess? Like, what are we doing here? So now Black Panther is supposed to save us, and we don't even have our king anymore because he died. And you over here just like it's like we got to make a good movie, and we're mourning. Like it's a lot. It's a lot. I think Ryan can pull it off.
He got the potential because we need to understand how Black Panther died, not just because we giving a memorial to Chadwick, but we need to know how Black Panther died. So I think that alone right there is gonna have us like, oh wow, that's how they did it.
Look, it's gonna be emotional in that theater. Tears will flow. Tears will flow.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming some Black funeral cries will be had. I assume exactly. You know. You should have took me, Lord. Like all that stuff. I assume, but you know, at the end of the day, if I don't leave from that movie theater with the same feeling that I left with 4 years ago, then we got Houston. We have a problem, and I don't know if we can come back. I don't know if Marvel has taken some hits, man. Even the shows have been like wonky, like the only show that I've watched and liked, well, not the only, the last show that I watched and liked was Captain America and the Falcon and Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier, yeah.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
That was kind of like third on when the series started introducing themselves after you had WandaVision, Loki, and Falcon and Winter Soldier. That was kind of number three. Because it was WandaVision. Well, WandaVision was top.
I love
Loki.
But see, I didn't have a connection to the old TV shows that WandaVision was doing. So the first couple of episodes was wonky for me. I'm like, what are you doing? So I didn't really know the connection that they were doing until the end. But by then I had already cast my vote by like, okay, this is kind of weird. But with the Winter Soldier and Falcon, I understood it like off the jump what was going on. Like I got that because, you know, Captain America's not here no more. What do we do?
Wakanda
never again. That Brother Elkins, it might be Wakanda never again. It might be. Sister Elkins said we haven't seen the movie, but I understand instead of picking another black man to make king, they have made a woman king. We don't know that, Sister Elkins. We don't know what they've done. We don't know what they've done with the storyline. We have seen a woman put on the armor of Black Panther, but
they did make a woman.
But they did make they did, however, say in the first one, in Captain America, the Winter Soldier, when his father was the king and his son was the Black Panther, that they can be two separate people. So maybe they have a woman queen and a male Black Panther, or a male king and a female Black Panther. We don't know what's going on. All right. All we know is the king is gone and the queen is losing her mind because she has lost her entire family. Yes. Has she not given up everything? I felt that, Angela. I felt that. Like I felt that in my shondo. That was a line right there. Whoever wrote that, Ryan or whoever the writers was, like somebody was in their spirit when they was like, you know what?
The movie gonna be oily. It's gonna be oily. I tell you that. It's gonna.
Yeah, it's going like they gonna have some lines in there. We'd be like, ugh, like I felt that
because you 17 years from now, you go remember what Killmonger said when he was on that. He buried me in the ocean, or my ancestors when they jumped off the ship because they knew that what was it? Freedom was better than bondage.
Because they knew that death was better than bondage.
You gonna remember that.
And you gonna remember, hey auntie, you gonna remember that.
I got
When he said that, I said
that T-shirt. I had that T-shirt. I was about to buy it. I didn't buy it, but that T-shirt was good to me. Like it's like it was like they had the Killmonger like chest thing, and then it said "Hey Auntie" on the back.
I loved it. It was so good.
The quotes are gonna be there.
It's gonna be
The quotes gonna be there.
Look. So November 11th. For those of you who have not gotten your tickets yet.
Hey, we can get that
all right.
ticket.
Did y'all get the link? Y'all got the link?
I don't know.
I'll send it to you again. But we got the theater rented out so that your movie going experience will be perfect. You ain't gonna have a whole bunch of baby kids going out running around. It's going to be good. We wanted to ensure your.
You better keep that same energy for Black Little Mermaid. You better rent out a theater because if you
No,
you
I don't
feel
know.
my wrath.
I don't know if we're gonna do. We might though. We might
You
do
gonna
it.
feel my wrath.
We might. It depends on. It depends on the turnout for this. If we gonna support, if we support Wakanda, then we got to support. Atlantis down under the sea. So, that is our show. It was a great show. And just like we do every week, we're gonna have our final words, and we're gonna start off with the person that came late, but she came. Let's do J-Lo. J-Lo, what are your final words for this evening?
My final words for this evening. First, I want to thank you for having us. My final words. One, Giselle, amen. I'm going to support you, baby girl. I'm going to support you. And the GOAT, I'm going to support you too. Because I'm either way, it's a lose-lose. If you stay, you're going to lose her. If you go, you're going to lose her. So you just pick what you love and you pick the field. I pray you win. Amen. As far as the Little Mermaid, I thank you for the video because he ain't right. People gonna stop just using these racist stuff for my Ariel, but y'all keep watching because when she sing and she perform and it sends them that chill up your spine. I don't want to hear nothing. You hear me? I don't want to hear nothing. I just want you to stand up and give her clap. I just want that. Cause it's gonna be good.
Give her due.
And my other thing, Marvel, like my bro said, please don't you fail us on this Wakanda Forever because we coming after you. The black culture Black Twitter is on. That's all I'm saying about that. And y'all need to get y'all movies together. We waiting on Adam. That's what I'm waiting on.
Guardians.
I'm waiting on Adam. I don't know where he is.
Black Adam. I think Black Adam's out today.
No, she's talking about Adam, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Remember
Guardians? Yeah. Adam. Okay.
Black Adam. I'm going to see that this weekend.
Okay. All right.
That's my 5.
Okay. And that's it on that. I really enjoyed today. I'm glad that we were able to make it. And that's all I got to say. Oh, and my husband better not slap nobody because we don't play that here in this household. Character come first.
Okay. All right.
Beautifully said. Right? Beautifully said.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
I guess I'll go. So yeah, my final thoughts. Thomas Bartholomew Brady. You made a choice, man. Whether it was to save your family, to save your mental, or just because it was your choice. It was your decision to go back and do what you love, and I respect that. You gotta deal with the wrath of your wife when you return, but I respect that. Miss Giselle, I'm praying for you. Deliverance.
Delivery.
That's all. We just praying for deliverance. You take that spell off
Oh,
their
wait.
man. We ain't gonna go there. You know what God put together. Like,
Yes.
so
How do we know God put this together, Marco?
Hey, look, if it was just Scientology God, something, whatever, But no, man, I like that's a whole different conversation. But yeah, for Little Mermaid, I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. I love movies. I love great acting. I love a good story. So for both movies, I'm in it for the story. Then I'll dissect it. But if it's not a good story, I'm not gonna waste my time to even dissect the movie. So whether it's good or bad, if it's bad, I'm not wasting my time. If it's good, I'll watch it again and say, okay, maybe I missed something, or I'll do my research, or I'll join with the online community and look at different things that we may have missed. But definitely appreciate you having us here.
What about Wakanda?
Wakanda? I'm saying both movies. I mean, I'm all white. I'm gonna be in there like Chadwick himself, like
when he got up in his
like,
dream, when he in white.
I'm order it. Like I'm gonna order it.
Oh.
It's already in my shopping
You got
cart.
your suit.
It's already in my shopping cart. Like the suit when he woke up in the dream, it's already in my shopping cart. So I just gotta get my credit card. But the one thing that will make me emotional in that movie, if we get to see the Black Mamba and the Black Panther at the pearly gates of heaven, just like Wakanda forever. then I'm just thrown.
Okay,
we see Kobe and the
he
Black
not there.
Look, Ryan Coogler got connections.
He not
right?
there.
He got connections.
Kobe not there. He gone.
Well, no, man. So I'm just excited for that movie too. So we would definitely be in the theaters in our all white Wakanda forever. But yeah, appreciate being on Sticks and Stones. It's real as always. Always a pleasure.
Well, that's good. My final words is I agree. I think that I've said all that I could say on both topics. The Tom Brady topic, I've said my piece. Of course, y'all gonna say I'm wrong, but hey, it is what it is. I don't mind it. I don't mind being wrong. But I do hope that Tom Brady wins as well, J-Lo. I hope that he wins. And sometimes if we talking about movies, a great movie quote is sometimes victory can defeat you. That is from Bane, The Dark Knight Rises. It's a good movie. So, I think Tom is he's addicted to victory. He's addicted to victory because victory has, been good to him, and that's why he has what he has. However, the victory is a high that is not sustainable if you don't have it already. So yeah, victory can defeat you. You want to win so bad that you lose. And I hope that he wins. I hope that Giselle, stops her witching ways and comes back to her her semblance of sense.
Hocus pocus.
I hope so. But whatever happens, I'm so glad at 303 race at my address. Everything, all is good in this house. So
Hallelujah.
all is good. So that's my final words for today. And for those who are watching, thank you guys for rocking with us. Thank you guys. Oh, the King James. He's like popping with the Bible. Yo, for those who are just this is your first time, thank you for rocking with us. If you've been with us and Q family, thank you for another week. We will be back next week, same time, same bat channel. Sticks and stones may break your bones. These words will help you. Until next time, peace. Bye. Do y'all hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all hear the music? All right, cool. I'm just making sure somebody hears something.
Okay. Dude. I just thought of something.
Thanos said sometimes the hardest sacrifices require the strongest.